Hey there, it's time for day 11 and diving a little deeper into the building relationships aspect of your Beachbody coaching business. So, hopefully, you guys are rocking and rolling and you're practicing everything in your power hour to do list daily, getting focused on those goals, and starting to meet some new people and ask some questions and kind of testing the waters there with getting outside of your comfort zone and meeting some new people. So, building relationships. There's five key aspects that you're going to follow when building a relationship. Ultimately, our first goal with building a relationship is to meet new people. So, we need to be out there meeting new people on social media in particular or in groups. You can join professional groups in your community, volunteer groups is good thing too. I've just started doing that, and it's put me in touch with some really amazing people and new people that I wouldn't have come across any other way. Facebook groups are great too, just special interest. Find some things that you love. They can be in your nearby community or it can be national groups. There's so many different resources out there to meet people from all walks of life. So find a few, and some might be a good fit, some might not. Some you'll join and you'll pull yourself out of. So that's happened. That can happen. So just do something. Don't worry about if you're in there. You can always take yourself out if it's not a place where you feel comfortable or you don't like the vibe of it. Nothing wrong with that at all. So step two, goal two, with building relationships is your intent. Your intent is to build a relationship, a friendship, a commonality with those people and not sell them anything. You have to focus on the relationship before you can focus on the sale. It could be that they even mention something about health and fitness or insanity. You can address that briefly, but move on quickly. Ask questions, get to know them a little bit better. And that brings me to three. The third goal and intention of your business building relationship is to ask a lot of questions and then shut up and listen. It's okay to give some information. Give them the information. Ask them another question. Ask them about their goals. If they're in particularly asking about any products or a question about insanity or that sort of thing. But most importantly, ask questions about them, their kids, their lifestyle, what they have going on with a job, how much time do they have, where dig deeper. Obviously this conversation doesn't happen all at once. Sometimes it does, but these are things that are just going to build up over time. Make sure you're commenting on any new people's Facebook posts and that sort of thing. And if you do send out friend requests randomly to either friends, try to keep it to friends in common, unless it's in a particular group that you have a special interest in, Facebook wise. Sorry, I say a lot. I was doing that yesterday. I noticed that in my video from yesterday. Sorry, I could have fixed that. And I just did it again. So address those questions and get to know them better. And just talk. Don't talk. Listen. That's all you have to do. And let the relationship take its natural course over time. Sometimes those relationships happen quickly, and you develop a commonality with people because you have what's the word I'm looking for? Common personality traits. So you enjoy the same things, same types of humor. Those are the types of people that you usually bond with pretty quickly. Number four, you need to find their needs and wants first. This is where all that question asking comes into place. So when you were asking all those questions, when you're talking about their lifestyle and their kids, their husband, their family, you're going to find out quite a bit of information about what their needs and wants are in their life. They're going to drop hints. They're going to kind of let you know that this is what's going on with their life. So you're going to start to notice those things about people, and you're going to be more in tune with people and pick up on their cues about their needs and wants, and how we could possibly fulfill a need or a want. So number five is when you finally get to the point where you feel comfortable and they're comfortable with you delivering your message and offering them a solution to a need, a want, a problem, whether it be financial, physical, mental, health, anything with their nutritional needs. We have tools and solutions to help solve those problems. So that's where you just come out and ask, and you can say, hey, I didn't know if you noticed, but I am a Beachbody coach. I represent this company, and these products have done amazing things for me and many people that I've worked with. Have you ever considered using something like that to help you with fitness, nutrition, mental health, feeling better and mentally, physically, all that stuff? And it goes along with coaching too. If there's a financial aspect of it, you can say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. I make money doing this. Would that be something that you would consider helping you out with your bills? And I can show you how to do it if you want more information. That's all you have to ask. Keep it short, sweet, simple. That whole phrase, keep it simple, silly, or stupid is what they usually say, but I say silly. So keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Let them take that conversation and go from there. When you've built that level of trust and then established some sort of relationship, they're going to take that question and actually consider it. They won't just push you aside and immediately say no. Most often than not, they're going to say, tell me a little bit more, and then you go from there. So, there's a great, I can't remember if it's an anagram, anyway, letters standing for a phrase, and it's called FORM, and it's going to help you with that question asking template or idea first, and it's called FORM, and it stands for family, occupation, recreation, and I also throw relationships in there, so you're going to find out about their current relationships. So it's kind of with their family, but that's also going to be their friends too. And finally, your message. So when you've tackled the 4 of FORM, you can present your message and what you have to offer them as a solution to their problems. And that is pretty much it. There's lots of different ways of keeping track of this. I posted the contact form that I use personally with my contacts and customers and new leads. I usually pull that form out anytime I made a new friend request. Often, sorry, my dogs are jumping over or something. When I made a new friend request, hopefully I'm at home and I can do that. If not, I try to get to it as soon as possible. Otherwise, I will forget. So check that form out in the files of this group. And lastly, but not leastly, in this business, you're going to hear no a lot. Even after you've gone through that process of helping people, there's going to be times where people are going to say they can't afford it, or they don't have time, or not right now, and that thing. And it can bring you down a little bit, honestly, in the beginning, because you're probably going to hear it more often than you hear yes, especially when you're a new coach. And I really want you guys to focus on the positive of this business and not look at those no's as negative. What they really mean is that person isn't ready right now. They have some reservations or fears that haven't been addressed. They're not quite comfortable with you yet. They haven't divulged their deeper why they need this change in a lot of ways. So don't sweat it. Keep supporting those people. Be their cheerleader. They need you more than you know. There's going to be people that are going to just instantly click with you, and they're going to be amazing confidence in you, and they're going to divulge things that they probably haven't told anybody. So for every no, there's a better yes. Let's say for every 2 no's, there's a better yes. So focus on that positive. So many times we hear coaches, and I've heard coaches, I've asked 10 people and they all said no, it's too much money, or, and I hear whine. And I will ask you, I'm going to challenge you if I hear that. Did you ask them enough questions first before you just ask them about a challenge? Some people you're going to know really well. You can straight up ask them if they want to join your challenge group. That's A-okay. But people that you don't know that well, even if they're coworkers, you're going to want to form them a little bit before you go right into your message. So don't sweat those no's. They turn around and become yeses. I promise you that. I've had so many no's turn into yeses. It might have been weeks later, it might have been months later, it might have been even years later. But if you stick with it, you keep inviting, you keep that contact with those people, and keep being a force in their life, they are going to come to you when they need you eventually. So don't let them go. Okay? So that's my challenge. Be positive. Stay on the good side. Don't go to the dark side of the force. Stay on the light side because your force is strong. And I guess I'm going to be a Star Wars geek right now. But the Force is strong in you, so keep it that way. I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Get started on building those relationships. Dive a little deeper with those contacts on your Power Hour to-do list, and get those going. If you have any questions, we're going to tackle some objections later in the group. So if you come up with any specific objections as you're asking people right now, holler at me and let me know. I'll help you kind of walk you through how you talk that out. I'm going to post one more file in here, and I really don't want you guys to take too much time with it, but it's going to be there for you to kind of start taking a look at. And it's my challenge group, how to invite to challenge groups presentation. It takes that 5-step invitation process kind of to a different level a little bit, and it's something a little unique on how I do it, so you can take and pick it apart and find things that work for you in that too. So have fun with it. Tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about coaching, and when you're presenting coaching, how to talk to people about that and what tools you have available to use for that too. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.